voices from whentheadultschanged.com.
Parklands, a school built on love by Chris Dyson. Chapter 1, Love. When children are at Parklands, when they are in this place, it is like an oasis in the desert. It is totally separate from the Seacroft estate. It is full of smiles, full of hugs, and full of music, and these kids respond to that. At the beating heart of Parklands is love. Unashamed, clear, and simple love flows through the culture and daily climate. It drives decision-making throughout the organisation. It is not a love that excuses poor behaviour or lack of achievement. It is not a love that simply wraps children up in emotional warmth, although sometimes that is necessary. It is a love that is full of hope, ambition, and the highest expectations. And it is everywhere. In our policies, in our language, in our daily practice, in every conversation with our children or about them. If you're looking for a strategy, it is love. Start from there. Strip away everything else. Put love in the centre of the page and plan everything from there. Truly, the detail is important. The way we structure learning and teaching has got to be ambitious. Drawing in revenue is essential, and feeding the community is vital. At Parklands, love drives it all. We talk about it every day. Everyone does. And if you don't pick it up within 30 seconds of being at Parklands, then you've arrived at the wrong school. It is a whole team effort, from the teachers and teaching assistants to the office staff, from the lunchtime staff to the governors. With love as a core value, the culture and daily climate is set. People know how to react to difficult situations and how to plan to avoid them. Children trust their teachers, and teachers trust their leaders. Parents trust their school. Love and trust become like comfy peas in a pod. But love is not simply an emotion or a lofty value. It is in our strategic thinking as well as our immediate responses. It is present in the big things that Parklands does and in the smallest and the most unremarkable acts. It is demonstrated in our determination to give to our community and in our belief that their children deserve the very best education. An education as good as any child who is lucky enough to be born with more resources and more structure. Love at Parklands isn't flowery and tear-filled, although we all have our moments. It is practical, not just philosophical. Sometimes it breaks out in sudden and spontaneous moments of beauty. Sometimes it is hidden in anonymous donations or quiet conversations. But at Parklands, you know you are loved. We quickly give the children the safety and confidence to learn. Our classes are undisrupted. Our school is soaked in positivity. Everyone at Parklands stops and listens to the children. We are never too busy for them, ever. Regardless of the perceived importance of a meeting or the celebrity status of a visitor, or even an intense conversation with a tough inspector, my door is open. Everyone knows that I won't turn them away. I have often heard head teachers say, "My door is always open," but you still have to make an appointment to see them. It means that meetings are interrupted by a child who just needs a moment, and phone calls are halted for children who are excited to show me their brilliant work. But we will stop for them. They are always polite. They know to knock, but at Parklands the children are too important to be ignored or sidelined. That isn't just a neat statement. It is how we behave in our school. If the Queen came to visit, she would likely experience the same polite but persistent interruptions. We would just pass her the Bourbons, from my private collection, and she could listen to Cara, covered in food dye, telling us about her science practical and sausage breakfast. You can't tell people that you love them, that they are the most important thing about the school, and then keep your office door closed. Leading by locking yourself away all day isn't going to end well. We have all seen that movie before. Being instantly available means you don't get much peace, but I didn't take the job for a peaceful life. I've never met a visitor who minded being interrupted in a face-to-face meeting, or a colleague on a Zoom call who was fazed by it. At Parklands, the children come first. Everything else can wait a little. Children and colleagues need you to be present as a head teacher, not sitting in a comfy chair all day long, but walking the floors, going in and out of classrooms, being part of the team. Walking the walk is everything. If you want to be part of the team, you need to be visible every day, swimming in the same sea. Spending hours locked in a lifeguard's hut means you might be great in emergencies, as long as someone knocks, but not in preventing them from happening. Sweep the sheds, stay humble, and be available. Sounds simple. Of course, there is lots of other work to be done, persistently pulling you towards the desk, the computer, the biscuits, the coffee, the peace and quiet. Resist it all. Make your visibility your priority every day. The best way to support your colleagues is to stand alongside them. So much time is saved and so many small problems are solved before they become big ones. Your value as a head teacher is not in managing administrative flim-flam. Drop some stuff. Delegate it. Find someone else who loves it. Your value lies in being seen, in leading visibly with grace and humility. I am not a leader because I wanted to escape from the classroom. I became a leader so that I could do more for the children, not less. In practical terms, this means taking work home or delegating tasks that might have been done in school behind a closed door. When you make the children and staff the priority, everything flows from that. A head teacher who professes love and then has an appointment diary, a secretary, or a personal assistant is insulated from the real business of culture building. Culture needs personal attention every day.
You are listening to the voices from whentheadultschange.com.